Welcome to Flow with the Grow. I'm your host, Sophia, a health and fitness professional, positivity distributor, and a real-life human being with real-life challenges. Every Tuesday, you will hear my honest conversations on the day-to-day highs and lows that life teaches us, as well as bring you actionable tips that you can implement to improve your health and wellness journey. This podcast will empower you to flow with the inevitable setbacks of life. You will learn what it means to flow with the grow, see through a lens of optimism, and navigate your way to living your best life. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Now let's jump into your daily dose of positivity and growth. Hello, what is up? Welcome to Flow with the Grow. I'm your host, Sophia. I first just want to give a big shout out and thank you to everyone who previously watched the YouTube videos of me and Kiana or listened to the previous episode of me and Kiana where we have a conversation. We talk more about how we met, and I just want to say thank you for everyone who reached out with all the love, the support, everyone who enjoyed watching and listening and learning about us. It really means the world, and it's really cool to hear that you just loved learning about us and how we met. And so if you haven't listened to that yet, that is the episode before this, episode 66. You can listen just to the episode, or you can watch us on YouTube where I broke it down into 3 smaller YouTube videos. And yeah, we're just kind of talking, having that conversation of how we met and kind of learned a couple other things, new things about each other, about when we did meet. And it was just a really fun episode to do with her. So I'm sure we will have more together as well. And we also just got back from the Black Hills of South Dakota. It was Labor Day weekend. We went first to the Badlands. And if you've never been, I highly recommend. I used to go when I was younger, but we actually stopped and explored a lot more because in the past, I really didn't do too much of that. But we stopped at the Badlands. We were there for like 4-ish hours probably. And it was super pretty. We walked a lot, climbed a lot. And then after the Badlands, we just drove all the way to Rapid City, checked into our hotel, and we went to eat sushi. So we went to Fuji Sushi Steakhouse. I don't know, something like that. If you're in the area, definitely recommend it. It was delicious. The next day, we went to Bear Country, and there's just a bunch of different animals that you can see there, and it was very busy, but it was really cool. And then we went to Rushmore Cave, which was, again, really pretty. I've never been there before, and it was really cool to check out a cave like that. There's something called the Big Room. And so I'm just giving you a quick recap of the weekend because I'm going to actually introduce something that me and Kiana started, which is a YouTube channel, and we'll be doing vlogs up there. So anyways, back to the quick recap. After Bear Country, we went to Rushmore Cave, and then after Rushmore Cave, we went and drove to Sylvan Lake, and on the way there's something called Needles Highway. There's a lot of different places you can stop and take pictures and the views, and there's hiking, and then Sylvan Lake as well, there's a lot of hiking, and it's just a really pretty place to be. We watched the sunset, and it was gorgeous. Then we ended up going back to the hotel after that, and the next morning we drove and went to a coffee shop downtown Rapid called Alternative Fuel. Also recommend that place, cute little coffee shop, and you can sit outside. And we met up with some of my family, and then we hit the road after that and came back home. And it was an amazing, fun, connected weekend with Kiana. We had so many laughs. I don't think I've ever laughed so hard with another person before, and I love it. So we created a YouTube channel called Soph and Ki, so SOPH and KI. So short for Kiana, short for Sophia. And we're going to plan to just, I don't know, kind of wing it, but we're going to vlog and just put up some of our traveling adventures, and the first one being this trip. So at the time of recording this, it's not up yet, but you can stay up to date with the channel either going to my Instagram at Sophia_Dawn41, where I'll make the announcements and post the links and all of that. Or you can search Soph and Ki on YouTube, which I actually don't think will show up right now if there's not any videos up, or it might be really hard to find us. So you can also message me if you want that link, if you're just kind of curious, want to check us out. And we're going to also plan to share more tips and workouts, like anything health and fitness and meal prep, nutrition, and I don't know, just a whole bunch of stuff. It's going to be kind of just a little fun endeavor thing. endeavor. I don't even know if I pronounced that right. We're just going to start this just kind of for fun. So I'm excited. I've always wanted to do something like this. And finally, we're just doing it. Okay, on to creatine. The supplement creatine. I don't know if you've heard of this. I'm going to kind of tell a backstory here. Personally, I remember hearing creatine and the only thing that stuck in my mind, I was in a different mindset. Like I was in the mindset of I wanted to get skinny. I wanted to lose weight, lose body fat. So in my head, when I heard that creatine makes you gain like water weight and makes you feel bloated, I connected that in my mind to gaining body fat and gaining weight. So it was a no for me for years. Didn't do any research on it. And I kind of slowly would hear that it was scientifically proven to help, to work, that it's safe, and that it actually helps with building muscle, and that it's good for females. But again, I kind of still had this fear behind taking it because I just didn't want to feel bloated. I didn't want to be holding on to water weight. And I don't know. That alone made me not want to take it. But again, like I said, I heard things over the years, more and more things of the benefits of creatine, including for women. There's a lot of misconceptions. There's a lot of benefits. And so I'm going to go over those two things as well as what it is, how much you should take. And I actually do take it myself now. And I must say that it is not going to be it's not a magic pill. It's not like you're going to take this and then boom, you are going to gain muscle and strength and lose body fat. Like, no, this is just a supplement. So something that you can add to your routine, to your already working lifestyle of creating health and wellness, and in your pursuit of whatever your goals are in fitness. It's something that you can add to help you, to aid in whatever it is that you're wanting to do. And after you hear this information, you can kind of make a decision for yourself. And I'll also post up links to the information behind this so that if you want to go into the show notes and click more where I found, I shouldn't say I'm going to get to that in a second, but where the information was found, and if you want to learn more. So my girlfriend, Kiana, she kind of did all of the back end work here with putting something together for me, kind of like an outline, a guideline of this information for creatine. And so I cannot go on without giving credit to her because she actually is basically making this episode possible by putting this information together for me, for you. So like I said, I will be going over creatine, what it is, where does it come from, when you should take it, how you should take it, the benefits, misconceptions. And I just encourage you to listen, take notes if you want, and then do some more research. Don't just go by what I say here, but do some more research for yourself. See if it's something that you think would help you in your health and fitness journey, and then make the best decision for yourself. So, what is it? What is creatine? Creatine is an amino acid, which is a protein building block found in the body's muscles and in the brain. The body uses it as energy in muscle, and one of the most well-known benefits is gaining muscle mass. Most people get creatine from seafood and red meats. However, it does take about 1 to 2 pounds of meat to produce only 1 gram of creatine. Your pancreas, liver, and kidneys can also make about 1 gram of creatine in a day. So it's already producing in the body. There's also the option of supplements. The two options are monohydrate and hydrochloride creatine. So then the question is, which one is better? The main difference between these two options is how the body absorbs them, but they are equally effective from what research shows currently. To see the best results, it is recommended that you consume 3 to 5 grams of creatine a day. So what happens if you consume more than 5 grams a day? Will it increase or speed up your gains? And the answer to that is no. Once your muscles are fully saturated with creatine, your body simply gets rid of the excess creatine. Now let's talk about actually taking creatine. The best time to take creatine is shortly before or after your workout. There is not enough research out there yet to show if one or the other is more beneficial. However, there was one study done that showed more muscle and strength gained by people who took creatine close to their exercise time over a group who took it not close to the time they exercised. Do you take it daily? The answer is yes. It is recommended to take creatine every day just to maintain levels of creatine in your body. Should you take it with anything? Currently, there's no solid evidence that proves that supplementing creatine with anything helps absorb or up the benefits of creatine. There are rumors out there, though, on different things to take creatine with, but again, no solid evidence proving that. Moving on to the benefits of creatine. Okay, also back up just a minute because for me, I like to take creatine shortly before my workout. That's when I take it. And it's best to take it around the same time of day every day. Sometimes I don't take it the same exact time or even close to that time. I just really focus on taking it before I exercise. And usually I try and exercise sometime in the morning each day. When I take just creatine, I won't use too much water. I'll just maybe like a cup or so. And I will add about a teaspoon, which comes out to about 5 grams. And then I also add Himalayan sea salts to it and mix it up, shake it, drink it. The salt provides some electrolytes as well as it helps with absorption. But again, there's no solid evidence for that. And that's how I take it. Now moving on to the benefits of creatine. Creatine has been found to have many more benefits other than just building muscle mass. Number 1, creatine helps muscle cells produce more energy. So like I said before, earlier, your body uses creatine as an energy in muscle. This is done by your body storing creatine as phosphocreatine, which aids in the formation of ATP, adenosine triphosphate, which is the key molecule your cells use for energy. Number 2, adding muscle. This is probably the most well-known benefit from creatine and also why most people start taking the supplement. But how does it actually do this? The first is that creatine can alter many cellular pathways that lead to new muscle growth. For example, it boosts the formations of proteins that create new muscle fibers. Second is that creatine also raises the levels of insulin, like growth factor, and this is a hormone that promotes an increase in muscle mass. Creatine supplements have also been shown to increase the water content of your muscles. This is known as cell volumization and leads to a quick increase in muscle size. And thirdly, finally, research has shown that creatine decreases levels of myostatin, a hormone that stunts muscle growth. Number 3, the third benefit to taking creatine is that it improves high-intensity training. And this is due to its direct relationship with ATP, like I said before. And there's one study that showed a 15% increase in high-intensity exercises performance from creatine. Benefit number 4, creatine speeds muscle growth. Creatine is the world's most effective supplement for adding muscle mass. Many people see a significant difference in lean body weight and muscle mass in as little as 5 to 7 days of taking creatine consistently. And key word here, consistently. In one study over a 6-week period, participants who used creatine added 4.4 pounds more muscle on average than the control group. Benefit number 5, possibly Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's disease is characterized by a reduced level of dopamine. Creatine has been linked to preventing 90% of this drop of dopamine in mice. There are currently no studies done to see if humans would have the same benefit from taking creatine, but it has been shown to do this in mice. Number 6, fighting other neurological diseases. Multiple neurological diseases have the key factor of a reduction in phosphocreatine in your brain. Since creatine is known to raise the levels of phosphocreatine, it can help reduce or slow the disease. Creatine has also shown benefits against amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS. It improved motor function, reduced muscle loss, and extended survival rate by 17%. Number 7, creatine can lower blood sugar levels and fight diabetes. Creatine supplements increase the function of glucose transporter type 4, which is a molecule that brings blood sugar into your muscles. Although more long-term studies need to be done for creatine's long-lasting effects, there was a 12-week study done that showed that people who combined creatine with exercise had better blood sugar control than those who only exercised. Number 8, creatine improves brain function. Your brain requires a significant amount of ATP during challenging tasks. Creatine helps to produce more ATP in your brain and can also increase dopamine levels and mitochondrial function. Since vegetarians do not consume red meat or seafood, they often lack creatine in their diets. Studies have shown that when they started taking a creatine supplement, there was a 20 to 50% increase in memory and IQ. Memory and recall also improves when the elderly start taking creatine supplements. And benefit number 9, it is completely 100% safe. It is safe, it is a cheaper investment, and it's easy to use. There are numerous studies, including clinical trials, that lasted up to 5 years that show that creatine is safe. And that there are 0 adverse health risks in taking creatine, and a lot of performance and health benefits for individuals. Unlike many supplements already on the market that have not been tested, have not been approved, and likely have ingredients that are long-term not safe, which I won't get into that today right now, but creatine actually has been clinically proven to be safe. And also, I must note here that it's important to not get the creatine supplement that has a bunch of stuff in it. The ingredient is just creatine. Like, there's no added flavors or anything like that. I will also encourage you to check with your doctor or healthcare provider on any of supplements that you take and even on creatine. I am in no way stating that I am a healthcare provider or a doctor and that I am prescribing this to you, but just giving you this information. But most supplements are not tested or studied, and creatine is the single most studied sports performance supplement in the world. Okay, misconceptions on creatine. I once believed these misconceptions. Number 1, it increases body fat. This rumor started because, yes, you will notice an increase in weight, body weight. However, that is because you are putting on lean muscle, and we know that muscle weighs more than fat. So although your weight on the scale may be rising, creatine in no way attributes to an increase in body fat. Number 2, that it's bad for your kidneys. Since creatine is almost exclusively removed from the body by the kidneys, many people think that it can cause kidney problems and may be responsible for kidney stones. There have been many large long-term and short-term studies done on creatine, and the belief that it causes kidney problems has been proven to be false. It has been rigorously tested and has been proven to be completely safe. Misconception number 3 is that it causes water retention and makes you look puffy. Yes, creatine does cause a very small amount of water retention, but this water retention happens on an intracellular level. If you notice that you look puffy, more than likely this suggests that you are dehydrated. So, does creatine cause you to be dehydrated? No. This rumor started back when creatine supplements first came out. People didn't like the taste, so companies began mixing it with maltodextrin and other sweetened refined carbohydrates. This leads to a rapid spike in blood sugar and insulin levels, which can disrupt the regulation of blood in the body. So, like I mentioned a little bit ago, make sure to get creatine that has no added ingredients. Number 4, it makes women bulky. Creatine supplemented with exercise will help you to gain more lean body mass and lower body fat, which ultimately is what most people are wanting. Creatine just amplifies the results from weight training. So if your goal is to gain muscle and that's how you train and you take creatine, then yes, it will help you gain size. But if your goal is to lean out and get toned and that's how you train, then creatine will also help you in doing that. So again, creatine just amplifies the results that you are training for. And women, females out there, lifting weights will not make you bulky. You have to have a lot more testosterone in order for that to happen. And naturally, we do not, unless you take a testosterone supplement. Creatine will only help you in your pursuit of leaning out, lowering body fat, gaining muscle, and also if you're wanting to gain mass. So just as a quick recap, creatine is an amino acid, which is a protein building block that is already found and produced in the body naturally. We can also get it from things that we eat like seafood and red meats. It is best and recommended to consume 3 to 5 grams of creatine per day around the same time of day and either a little bit before you exercise or after. However, it is best to take it shortly before your workout and recommended to take it before your workout. The quick benefits of creatine: it helps muscle cells produce more energy, helps to add muscle mass, it improves high intensity training, it speeds muscle growth, it can help in Parkinson's disease and help to fight other neurological diseases. Creatine lowers blood sugar levels and fights diabetes. It improves brain function. And lastly, it is safe and it is clinically tested and proven to be safe. The misconceptions to be aware of and to dispel is that creatine increases body fat, that it's bad for your kidneys, that it causes water retention and makes you look puffy, and that it makes women bulky. Again, I would encourage you to do more research for yourself so you can make the best decision for yourself and your goals, although I would recommend and encourage you to give it a try and make sure to be consistent with it, as well as not only take creatine, make sure you are eating healthier based options like fruits, vegetables, proteins, whole foods, staying minimal, not staying away completely, but minimal processed foods, getting enough sleep, enough water, exercise. All of these things make a difference and matter, but creatine can be a supplement that can help you. Again, I will have the links to some more information in the show notes, as well as links to where you can find me on Instagram and Facebook. Let me know if you have any other questions, thoughts, comments, concerns, feedback about this episode. And also, if you have not yet, please leave a rating and review of the show. It helps the show, and I would truly appreciate it. I look forward to bringing you more episodes on information surrounding nutrition, and also stay tuned for that new YouTube channel with me and Kiana, where we will do a lot of different vlogs for our trips and exploration, adventures, fitness, nutrition, all the things. She is actually in prep for a show that she will be doing, a bodybuilding show that she is doing in November, actually October and November. So we might play around with showing what her meals are like and macros and all of those things. So that's that. I appreciate you. I love you. I mean it. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, week, weekend. Bye for now. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Flow with the Grow. I'll see you next week for your daily dose of positivity and growth.